You are listening to NOAA weather radio station KHB-29 in Charleston, the voice of the National Weather Service. The station proudly serves the low country of South Carolina, including the Charleston metropolitan area. Additional weather information can be found online at weather.gov/CHS. The local time is 4:55 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. These are the 4 a.m. weather reports from around the area. At the Charleston International Airport, it was clear. The temperature was 53 degrees. The dew point was 50. The relative humidity 89%. The wind was northeast at 7 miles an hour. The pressure was 30.13 inches and steady. Along Riley Waterfront Park, in downtown Charleston, the temperature was 58 degrees. The dew point was 52. The relative humidity 80%. The wind was northeast at 9 miles an hour. At Panopolis Point on Lake Moultrie, the temperature was 55 degrees. The wind was northeast at 6 miles an hour. Throughout the region, it was clear, with a temperature of 50 at Walterboro, 51 at Myrtle Beach, and 44 at Florence. Under clear skies, Warrensburg reported 50, Marine Corps Air Station Buford reported 56, and Hilton Head Airport reported 59. It was partly cloudy, with a temperature of 40 at Columbia and 57 at Savannah. At Moncks Corner, it was fair, with a temperature of 52. And now, here are some regional marine observations. The Charleston Harbor tide gauge reported north winds at 11 knots gusting to 13 knots. The air temperature was 58, and the water temperature was 61. At Folly Beach, the air temperature was 58. The wind was northeast at 14 knots gusting to 16 knots. At the Charleston Pilot Buoy, the air temperature was 64. The wind was northeast at 19 knots gusting to 25 knots. At the Capers Nearshore Buoy, the air temperature was 60. The wind was northeast at 16 knots gusting to 19 knots. The Capers Nearshore Wave Buoy reported a wave height of 2 feet with a wave period of 9 seconds. Water temperature was 60. The Frith Nearshore Buoy reported north winds at 14 knots. The air temperature was 60. The Fort Pulaski tide gauge reported north winds at 7 knots gusting to 8 knots. The air temperature was 60, and the water temperature was 61. At the Edisto Buoy, located 41 nautical miles southeast of Charleston, winds were northeast at 19 knots gusting to 25 knots. The air temperature was 66. Water temperature was 76. The wave height was 5 feet, with a period of 5 seconds. The buoy at Gray's Reef, located 40 nautical miles southeast of Savannah, reported northeast winds at 14 knots gusting to 17 knots. The wave height was 3 feet, with a period of 8 seconds. At Frying Pan Shoals, winds were north at 17 knots gusting to 23 knots. The wave height was 5 feet, with a period of 5 seconds. The following is a coastal hazard message. Coastal flood advisory in effect from 7 a.m. this morning to noon Eastern Standard Time today. What? Up to 1 foot of inundation above ground level expected along shorelines and tidal waterways. Tide levels are expected to reach 7.4 to 7.6 feet mean low water in Charleston Harbor. Where? Coastal Colleton and Charleston counties. When? From 7 a.m. this morning to noon Eastern Standard Time today. Impacts. This will result in some roads becoming impassable and minor flooding of properties. Additional details. High tide will occur around 9:29 a.m. today in Charleston Harbor. Saltwater inundation will be possible 1 to 2 hours before and after high tide. If travel is required, allow extra time as some roads may be closed. Do not drive around barricades or through water of unknown depth. Take the necessary actions to protect flood-prone property. Visit water.weather.gov for additional water level and flood impact information. Here is the latest tropical weather outlook issued by the National Hurricane Center. For the North Atlantic, Caribbean Sea and the Gulf of Mexico, tropical cyclone formation is not expected during the next 5 days. Synopsis for the coastal waters of South Coastal South Carolina and North Coastal Georgia. High pressure will build into the region today at an approaching cold front. The cold front will pass through on Sunday, followed by more high pressure early next week. Another cold front will move through later in the week. Here is the coastal waters forecast. For Charleston Harbor, for today, northeast winds For tonight, east winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming southeast 10 to 15 knots after midnight. A slight chance of showers after midnight. For Sunday, south winds 15 knots with gusts to 20 knots. A slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely, mainly in the morning. For Sunday night, west winds 10 to 15 knots. For Monday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. For Monday night, north winds 5 knots. For Tuesday, east winds 5 knots. Tuesday night, southeast winds 5 knots. Wednesday, south winds 5 to 10 knots. A chance of showers. And for Wednesday night, west winds 10 knots. A slight chance of showers. Mariners are reminded that winds and waves can be higher in and near thunderstorms. Unless otherwise noted, waves 1 foot or less. Charleston Harbor water temperature 60 degrees. Here is the coastal waters forecast. From South Santee River to Edisto Beach out 20 nautical miles. For today, northeast winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming east 10 knots late. Seas 4 to 5 feet, subsiding to 3 to 4 feet this afternoon. For tonight, east winds 10 to 15 knots, becoming southeast 15 to 20 knots after midnight. Seas 3 to 4 feet, building to 4 to 5 feet after midnight. A slight chance of showers after midnight. For Sunday, south winds 15 to 20 knots, becoming southwest 20 to 25 knots in the afternoon. Seas 4 to 6 feet, building to 5 to 7 feet in the afternoon. A slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely, mainly in the morning. For Sunday night, west winds 15 to 20 knots with gusts to 25 knots. Seas 5 to 6 feet, subsiding to 4 to 6 feet after midnight. For Monday, west winds 15 to 20 knots, diminishing to 10 to 15 knots in the afternoon. Seas 4 to 5 feet, subsiding to 3 to 4 feet in the afternoon. For Monday night, northwest winds 5 to 10 knots, becoming northeast after midnight. Seas 2 to 3 feet. For Tuesday, east winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 feet. Tuesday night, southeast winds 5 to 10 knots. Seas 2 feet. Wednesday, south winds 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A chance of showers. And for Wednesday night, west winds 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3 feet. A chance of showers. Mariners are reminded that winds and seas can be higher in and near thunderstorms. Here is the latest wind and wave forecast for Lake Moultrie. Mariners are reminded that conditions on the lake can change rapidly, especially in and near thunderstorms. Today, northeast winds 10 to 15 knots early, becoming east 5 to 10 knots. Tonight, east winds 5 to 10 knots. A slight chance of showers after midnight. Sunday, south winds 10 to 15 knots. Showers likely with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Sunday night, southwest winds 5 to 10 knots. Monday, west winds 5 to 10 knots. Unless otherwise noted, waves 1 foot or less. Water temperature in the Reed Immersion Canal, 58 degrees. For additional forecast information, refer to the Berkeley County forecast. The offshore waters forecast, from Cape Fear to 31 degrees north out to 1,000 fathoms. Gale warning. For today, north to northeast winds 15 to 25 knots, becoming east 5 to 15 knots. Seas 5 to 8 feet. For tonight, southeast winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming south 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. For Sunday, south winds 20 to 30 knots, becoming southwest 30 to 40 knots. Seas 7 to 12 feet. Chance of showers and slight chance of thunderstorms. For Sunday night, southwest winds 30 to 40 knots, becoming west 25 to 35 knots. Seas 9 to 14 feet. Scattered showers. For Monday, west winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 6 to 11 feet. For Monday night, northwest winds 10 to 20 knots, becoming north to northeast 5 to 15 knots. Seas 4 to 8 feet. For Tuesday, east to northeast winds 5 to 15 knots, becoming variable. Seas 3 to 5 feet. Tuesday night, south to southeast winds 5 to 15 knots. Seas 3 to 4 feet. Wednesday, south to southwest winds 15 to 25 knots. Seas 4 to 7 feet. And for Wednesday night, west to southwest winds 15 to 25 knots, becoming northwest 15 to 20 knots. Seas 6 to 10 feet. For the Santee River near Jamestown, the latest stage is 4.4 feet at 2 a.m. Saturday. For the Eddystone River near Givens Ferry, the latest stage is 4.4 feet at 2 a.m. Saturday. River flooding is not expected unless otherwise noted. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio All Hazards for the latest updates. The upcoming tides for Charleston Harbor, South Carolina. Low tide at 3 a.m. today. High tide at 9:29 a.m. today. Low tide at 3:57 p.m. today. High tide at 9:45 p.m. today. The official National Weather Service forecast for the listening area. Today, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 60s. East winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tonight, mostly cloudy. A slight chance of showers after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s. East winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southeast with gusts up to 20 miles an hour after midnight. Chance of rain 20%. Sunday, mostly cloudy with a slight chance of thunderstorms. Showers likely, mainly in the morning. Highs in the mid-70s. More humid. South winds 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. Sunday night, mostly clear. Less humid with lows in the lower 50s. West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Monday, sunny. Highs in the upper 60s. West winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Monday night, mostly clear. Lows around 50. You are listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station KHB29 in Charleston, the voice of the National Weather Service. The station proudly serves the low country of South Carolina, including the Charleston metropolitan